Brigida Brezovic has participated in countless competitions in over more than a decade and managed to place in most of them. Born in Slovenia in 1979, she said she was a tomboy as a girl and had all the boys on the block under her control. Brigida began training at the age of 14 after becoming inspired by a picture of her first role model, Corey Everson. She got her start in a small gym in her boyfriend's home and made her debut in 2001, competing in the Miss Bodybuilding World Championship. In 2009, she got her pro card from the International Federation of Bodybuilding after placing second in the women's heavyweight division. This robust Slovenian can deadlift 350 pounds. Her leg measures an astounding 2 feet in circumference, and her arm measures 16 inches, which is about the same as an average-sized watermelon. In 2013, she retired from bodybuilding after that year's Miss Olympia competition and was last heard of to be pregnant. To this day, Bev Francis is undefeated in her career as a powerlifter. Born in Australia in 1955, she began serious training as she entered her 20s in the 1970s and was inducted into the International Powerlifting Hall of Fame in 1987. She worked as a high school physical education teacher for nearly a decade as she broke over 40 world records. She became the first woman to bench 300 pounds and was far more muscular than most of the other female bodybuilders during her time. This hulking Aussie was able to squat 500 pounds, bench press 335, and deadlift over 500. Denise Rutowski earned the title of the strongest woman in the world to ever quit bodybuilding and become a minister in 1996. Rutowski began training in 1989 in San Diego at Gold's Gym and became a pro shortly after when she championed as a Jan Tana Classic in 1993. After breaking records and winning many awards, including second place for Miss Olympia in 1993, the bodybuilding world was shocked by her retirement, especially since she seemed like a sure shot for Miss Olympia in 1994. After less than a decade of retirement and ministry, she briefly returned to bodybuilding in 2001. Today, the former bodybuilding sensation that was once nicknamed the Golden Panther is almost unrecognizable after decades of steroidal and drug abuse, which left her with little muscle mass and a beard. With a name like Abby Pudgy Stockton, how could a girl not go on to become one of the world's strongest women? Born in 1917, she was one of the first female bodybuilders to earn notoriety in the United States. The California native always drew a crowd at Muscle Beach when she effortlessly lifted her husband straight above her head. While physique contests for women were nearly non-existent during the prime years of her bodybuilding, she won one of the first titles to become Miss Physical Culture Venus in 1948. She became an icon and role model during her time, and took a strong arm in developing physique competitions for women, while writing a regular column for one of the most popular magazines at the time, Strength and Health. Maria Kahlo is a professional wrestler from Argentina who went on to become the first professional bodybuilder of the country. Standing at 5 feet 4 inches, with an average weight of 150 pounds, her figure is one of the most impressive. She is a stark contrast to most other Argentina women, who are slim and toned, but Kahlo says that to her, her muscles are very beautiful and very feminine. She has participated in strength and bodybuilding competitions since the 90s, placing in at least a dozen of them, and today works as a fitness professor and instructor. Born in 1982 in Malbork, Poland, Aneta Florczyk started her career in powerlifting at age 16. She was named the world's strongest woman in 2003, 2005, 2006, and 2008, winning the competition more than any other woman in history. The more than impressive Florczyk also holds multiple pages in the Guinness Book of World Records. Her first record was for lifting adult men overhead, during which she lifted a total of 12 men in just under 2 minutes. And in 2008, she entertained a mass audience in China as she broke the record for rolling the highest number of frying pans in a single minute, earning a total of 4, but almost 5. Heini Koivuniemen threw a 27-pound beer keg over a bar set at 11 feet 4 inches high, which earned her a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records. The Finland native started competing in the late 90s and holds numerous titles. In the World's Strongest Woman competition, she snagged second place in 2001 and then third place in 2002 and 2003. Also winning the title of Europe's Strongest Woman, as well as twice winning Finland's Strongest Woman. Born in 1973, Texas native Robin Coleman has had a long and diverse fitness background, including a successful history in both figure and strongwoman competitions. When Coleman was competing in a 2001 strongwoman contest, she crushed the competition in an event where the challenge was to squat a car as many times as possible. Coleman completed an astounding 15 reps, while the second place scored only 8, and many others in the competition couldn't even lift it once. Standing tall at 6 feet 1 inch and weighing over 200 pounds, she has also dived into boxing, martial arts, and professional wrestling. Coleman gained television popularity when she appeared on American Gladiators and Helga in 2008, and has since built a successful career in acting. The younger sister of former bodybuilder Nicola Shaw, Joanna Claire Thomas is the youngest professional bodybuilder in history. She began training at the age of 14, transforming herself from a lean 107-pound physique into a bulky 200 pounds over the course of 2 years, and quickly began competing in her late teenage years. After completing 2 years of college, she dropped out to further pursue her dreams of bodybuilding, and instantly found success after she won her pro card from the International Federation of Bodybuilding at the age of 21. After competing in Miss Olympia and placing in a number of other competitions, she retired in 2007, but like many other bodybuilders, she came out of retirement a few years later in 2010 and is still focusing on her body to this day. She can be seen on the British documentary Super Size She and makes her primary source of income from adult modeling and her members-only website. Born in 1973, Nebraska native Becca Swanson started competing in strongwoman competitions in 2002. In 2006, she weighed in at 197 pounds and shocked the world when she squatted an astounding 804 pounds, which was at least 4 times her body weight at the time. Swanson's best lifts are her 854-pound squat, 601-pound bench, and 683-pound deadlift. To this day, she remains the only woman to squat more than 800 pounds and is referred to by many as the strongest woman on the planet.